Hello, class, and I hope that everyone is having a good Friday morning. This is the final week that I am about ready to open up with our course. Week 6 is upon us, our final week of our applied economics class. So, very important. There's several things that I want to cover while doing this instructional video. Number one, if you go up under the course introduction, I want everybody to do the course instructor evaluation and also the course evaluation. Have that done towards the end of next week if you can. Towards the end of next week, put that on your plan and course of action to complete that you will have the evaluations done. So do both the course evaluation as well as the course and instructor evaluation. So just a few things here that I want to begin to cover. For those who have not done your week 5 discussion post, remember week 5, this week, we had covered discussion posts on being a federal chairperson as well as you being a debt czar. How would you deal with the deficit and debt that this country currently is experiencing? Some of you have not seen any initial posts yet, and initial posts were due last night at 11:55. So please, whatever you do, make sure that you make every effort to try to get those discussion posts in by tomorrow. Tomorrow, make your initial post, of course, with your substantive response to one of your other peers. And then, of course, for Sunday night, your week 5 video review along with your week 5 section paper. Have that turned in by Sunday night at 11:55. So let's move on to week number 6. This is the final week again, as I said, class. The time has accelerated itself and it's gone by pretty quick. It's really been expedited, and I've loved actually teaching this course. I would have loved to have met a lot of you all in person, face to face on campus for at least one meeting so that we could get familiar with one another. But here is your plan, and this is what you need to do. Coming up for week number 6, first of all, your discussion post on laissez-faire. So imagine this, that there was no government intervention or regulation within an economy. That is the definition of laissez-faire economics. So, of course, laissez-faire is really synonymic to being an open market when it comes to economics. Imagine now, using the third approach, this is your discussion. You're going to discuss what if there was no government restriction, regulation, or boundaries. And that's what defines laissez-faire economics. Have this discussion post done by next Thursday at 11:55. 11:55 p.m. you will have this discussion post done. Now, very important to remember here. The next discussion post technically is going to be your presentation on your final paper. So, all the paper sections that you have written over the last several weeks, now what you're doing is you're going to culminate that into one final paper and you're going to submit that over. So this is the presentation part. This is what you need to do. Prepare a 4 to 6 minute oral summary of your paper to your peers. So this would be a PowerPoint presentation. You can also use other methods such as Google Slides and also Prezi. You can use those sources as well. In this presentation, I want you to include illustration graphs and visual aids to your audience. So, again, 4 to 6 minutes in length, and what you're doing is you're presenting the paper. And everybody knows how to do that, how to translate your paper over into a PowerPoint presentation, and also how to present that. I know that we've all excelled in that already. Have this uploaded in YouTube. Now, one key thing to remember if you look at the instructions here, the video link is due by Thursday night. So this is what I recommend. before you put the final paper together, get all of your section pieces of your paper, put together your presentation, and it is to be submitted by Thursday night. So that gives time for everyone to look at the presentations and to give two substantive responses as opposed to one to your peers' presentations. And those substantive responses are going to be due on Sunday at 11:55 p.m. Now, I have to be vigilant, and I do understand that next Sunday happens to be a holiday. It's going to be Independence Day, the 4th of July. So I recommend to the class, and this is only a recommendation, you don't have to necessarily do this, that you try to get the initial responses or substantive responses, pardon me, have those in by either Friday or Saturday. It would be next Friday or Saturday. But however, the due date still stands Sunday evening at 11:55 p.m. The course officially does close out after that. And then, of course, I will be working on putting together final grades that will be coming up that Monday, July the 5th. So, once again, video presentation and just a recommendation by me, have that in by either Friday or Saturday. The substantive response. I'm sorry, my apologies. But however, the initial presentation, post the link by Thursday night at 11:55. Moving along here, regarding the paper itself, your final paper, this is your final submission, your final edit, that is going to be due by Sunday at 11:55 p.m. And the computer's moving just a little slow there. Okay? So, this is what you're going to do. You're going to piece everything together, all your previous sections. All right? There is one more final piece that is connected to this that you're going to write. One final section. All right. The final section is going to be this. You're going to state the country that you chose to compare with the United States economy. Okay? Is that country positioned for economic prosperity in the coming decade? That's going to be the final section of the paper that you happen to write. So, 200 to 400 words. This would technically be your conclusion. Okay, so you can conclude the paper by talking about whether the country is going to be in a better position for economic prosperity within the coming decade. So you're going to take the position of the economist. That's what you're going to do. So as an economist, and how economists do rely on theories, write a 200 to 400 word paragraph on whether or not your country that you chose is going to be better positioned for economic comparison, and also do that contrast with that of the United States. That's going to be due again on Sunday. However, I recommend that for the purpose of the holiday, everybody wants to be with their family and loved ones, that you try to get this in either Friday or Saturday night. If you choose to submit on Sunday, that's fine. But however, the deadline and cutoff time will be Sunday night at 11:55 p.m. As I had mentioned, that following day on Monday, I'm going to be working on, of course, grading those final papers and also putting together final grades for submission. So, the final grades will be submitted probably no later than that following Wednesday. I'm looking at July the 7th. That's when I will probably have final grades submitted over to the registrar. So, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Once again, okay, your action items are to complete the course evaluation as well as the course and instructor evaluation, answer the discussion post on laissez-faire economics. So what if we were in an open market without government regulations? Do your video presentation on your final paper. I do apologize for that, you all. That is a standby meeting that I had there with another course. There was nobody on for skill support. That's not relative to our class. And Microsoft just lost its connection. So it's going to be restored here in a minute. Do apologize for that there. So again, make sure that those are your action items, everybody. And I think I lost my internet connection. I don't know if you're okay. Well, blessings, everybody, on your week. Again, contact me by phone or by email if you have any questions or concerns. And blessings. Have a great weekend.